Hi, it's Leslie here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about why I quit Russian many years ago. I'll tell you a little quick story about what happened to me. In the year 2000, I went to Russia and it left quite an impact on me. And before I went, I learnt the Cyrillic alphabet. But basically, I didn't know enough and I jumped in the deep end. And this was the days before smartphones, and really there was only Lonely Planet books to go off. No one had written much in the year 2000 on the internet. So, anyway, what happened was I got back. I might tell you about what happened another time, but I got back from Russia and I thought, right, well, this is a great language. I'm blown away by this Russian, and I wanted to learn it from that moment. So I went to my local library and, uh, I looked at the books and there was a bunch of grammar books or whatever, and there was a big dictionary, and that might have been, I don't know, $50 or $80 or something, I don't know. And I saw this little dictionary, and so I bought this little dictionary, and this is the actual dictionary. This dictionary, this dictionary is the one that I bought. It's 20 years old. Incidentally, that's one reason I recommend you buy books, because they last, a long time. You can open them after 20 years and they still work. They don't have batteries and everything. And when the power goes out, you can look in your book. So anyway, I looked in this book. I bought it home. I bought this little book. It was probably about $15 or $20 in those days. I looked in here, and I could read the words. I looked in here, and I started realizing how long the words were. And basically, that was it for me. I gave up because I just thought, I'm never going to be able to learn this language. Forget it. I just saw some of the adjectives especially and just thought, well, I didn't know there were adjectives at that time. I took one look at this book when I got home and pretty much quit straight away. And the mistake I made, I think at the time, there was two mistakes. One is I thought, I was under the impression you could just look in a dictionary and learn a language and not study any grammar and just get this and hey presto, I don't know, it'll happen, I don't know, somehow miraculously. Well, it doesn't work that way. The other mistake I made was, even though it's a small dictionary, it still has a lot of words in it. It's probably got about 5,000 words in it. And even though it's small and the letters are small, especially for me now that I'm 40, there's too many words in it. And what I do now is, what I recommend is to buy a smaller dictionary, because this is just too overwhelming to begin with. You don't know where to start looking at words. So I'll show you one of the dictionaries I recommend is this little one, this Collins phrase book. I'm not sure how many words it's got in it. I think it's about 2,000. But anyway, that's the reason I actually quit my language learning, was because of this book here. I just got into the wrong mindset. I thought, well, this is just too hard books. This is I'll never remember it. And I just had the wrong mindset. I sort of looked at it and convinced myself it was impossible. So I think that's one of the things I'm saying, is that a lot of it is that it's about mindset, So if you have the right mindset, you can do it, And that's what I hope this channel is going to be about, convincing people, especially monolingual people, that yes, you can do it. You learnt one language, and you can learn another one, really. So that's what I hope this channel is about. Is really, if you start, one is to convince you that you can learn language, and two is maybe if you get a bit down in your language learning journey, you can come to my channel and I can maybe help you with something, some sort of tip that you hadn't thought of. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the reason I quit Russian. I just got too overwhelmed with the length of how many syllables were in each word. So what I recommend you do is I'll just pause this. Okay. Yeah, apparently that dictionary has 3,000 words in it. Here's my Italian one here, and it says 3,000 word dictionary on the back. So this one's probably 5,000 or something. Anyway, another dictionary I recommend, actually before I talk about that, this one here is actually out of print now, this version. I would actually recommend the version here that I'm showing you with this. It's kind of like an octagonal font down here where it says phrasebook. Look for that. This has rounded corners. If you are like me, you'll be using it all the time and it will get like dog-eared corners. So I recommend this version. You can find these on eBay. You know, the new ones have square corners and it looks like shit after 6 months. So I like these these ones with the rounded corners. And the other dictionary I'm going to just quickly say now, I might as well put it in here, is this one. This is the dictionary I probably would have been a little better off with, because this one, which I think is also out of print, has different colours on it, on the head words. We'll wait for that to focus. It doesn't seem to be focusing. I don't know why that is. Anyway, you can see that it's got blue coloured headwords, which makes it a lot more readable. I'm going to make another video about dictionaries and why you should get a dictionary. I have a dictionary. I'll talk about that in another video. It's basically, it makes it easier to look up words. You know, you have an alphabetical list of words, which is handy. Anyway, that's all I have for you. But again, I wanted to say that I could have, if I hadn't have quit, I would have been, you know, 17 or 18 years ahead of where I am now. But I look back on that and think, well, you know, maybe it wasn't the right time for me. Maybe it wasn't the right time to learn Russian, you know. There wasn't that many resources out there. YouTube didn't exist at that time. There was no Audible. So I kind of think, well, unless I had have attended a course, it was probably doomed to failure, my self-learning, do-it-yourself learning thing. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, now is a good time. Now is as good a time as any to learn, really. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thank you, bye.